This is a ladybug presentation. We're here once again at the Kit Kat Ranch out in the backyard, and there's Lily. Hi Lily, say hi. Okay, wagging your tail, that's good enough I guess. And Willie's over there behind the thing looking for lizards as usual. There he is. And anyway, we're out here in the backyard again, Kit Kat Ranch, and just going to take a little quick look at the garden. Watered them a little bit earlier. It's been pretty dry here lately, so the plants aren't doing too good. You can see this one is hanging in there, not doing too bad. Like I said, I gave it a little bit of water. And these are the ones we got the potatoes out of the other day. And here's our asparagus. Now that's still going pretty good. And we got some stuff that looks like it's sprouted up in here. I don't know if that's oregano or not, but something sprouted here the other day, in spite of the fact we haven't had much rain. And so I don't know if those are weeds or oregano. I'll have to check with Kathy on that one. And here's the other asparagus plant, and it's doing pretty good. I guess it doesn't need quite as much water as some of the others do. And these, well, this is just, you know, some grass and stuff that sprouted up in these, unfortunately. But and move over here, and like as you say, you can tell obviously they're kind of dry in spite of the being watered. But like I said, we haven't had much rain recently, so that's kind of hurting them. But hopefully they'll hang in there. And same thing obviously for ones on this side. And like I said, I don't know, Kathy asked me if I saw any peppers, so let's take a look and see. I do see some little blossoms here, so maybe we still might get something off of it. You never know, because I have seen a couple of blossoms here and there. And our kale, unfortunately, seems to have kind of up, and it looks like I think we got a couple of weeds popped up in it now. But this, on the other hand, is growing pretty good. Like I said, here again, in spite of the lack of rain. And I'm not sure. That kind of looks like an elephant ear, but I know we didn't plant any elephant ears, so maybe that's something else, but I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, another little weed there, but we'll take care of him later. And let's go look at our little potato plants over here, our experimental ones, as Kathy calls them. And like I said, they look a little. This one looks a little bit shriveled, but it's, like I said, they're still hanging in there, as you can see, in spite of the lack of rain. But like I said, I did water these a while ago, so hopefully they'll hang in there and snap back. And got some stuff for the worms. Oh, I think I left it over here. Hold on. Let me show you something before I go over to the worm bin. Can't talk here. There's our new compost pile, and our other one over there in the corner, our old one. And I took the lid off a few minutes ago. I did throw a little bit of stuff in there, some corn on the cob, and a little bit in this one too. I left the lid on this one just to make sure the dogs didn't get over here and get into it while I was walking around doing other stuff. But as you can tell, kind of got a little stuff in there too to feed the worms. Let me put this back on there before I forget here. Has to keep the dogs and any other little critters like squirrels and rabbits and possums and whatnot from getting in there. Say hi, girl. There you go. Wag your tail. Say hi, Willie. Anyway, they're just wandering around the backyard with me here. And anyway, let me here and get our rest of our stuff. Here's our rain barrel, which you also notice is getting pretty low too, because here again we haven't had much rain. But anyway, just wander back over here to the worm bin, and we'll take a look at that. And I'm going to give them a little water too, because they're probably dying of thirst too, I'm afraid. But like I said, we got a little bucket that's got some food scraps, corn on the cob, and a bit of a few other little odds and ends, a little coffee, a couple of coffee bags, and about a half a cantaloupe rind and that kind of thing, just some stuff for them. And let's open this up and see if I can do this without knocking the thing over there on the ground. But let me see if I can do this. Let me set this over here to be a little safer for a minute. Sorry to keep bouncing everybody around here. I'll set that there so Willie doesn't decide to get nosy and munch on something he doesn't need to. But anyway, let's see what we got here. Oh, Willie's after a lizard. Sorry. Sorry. Just got squirreled. Sorry. Anyway, let's get and see. Yeah, it's unfortunately pretty dry in here, so. Yeah, it's pretty dry, so I've definitely got to get some water in here. And the food's kind of dry too, so I don't know. But the ground, the dirt still feels kind of moist, so I don't know. Hopefully there's still enough in there for the worms, though I'm not seeing them at the moment, but that doesn't mean they're not in here, because this feels fairly moist. So hopefully they're hanging in there. Oh, I think I do see a couple of them. Yeah, I do. Okay, they're still in there. They're still hanging in there. That's good to see. All right, let me get them some food and cover them back up in there and get a little water in here just to be on the safe side. Not much, but just a little bit, enough to keep some moisture in here for them. And anyway, that's it from the Kit Kat Ranch this afternoon. Hope you folks are having a blessed day and have a pleasant evening. Thanks and goodbye, and God bless.